everyone, I'm Alex and I'm the hands behind Lovecraft Crochet. My plushies are for the anxious, depressed, autistic, and neurodivergent. Small enough to travel in a purse, backpack, diaper bag, or even your pocket. You can check out my Facebook page or TikTok to see what patterns are available and stay tuned for the new ones coming out. I also make hats, scarves, blankets, and dice bags for the tabletop gamer or dice goblin in your life. Feel free to order through the page, TikTok DMs, or via email at love.craft.crochet@gmail.com. Now, on to the segment.
Due to the graphic and disturbing nature of the crimes discussed, listener discretion is advised. Retrostatic Radio presents Killing 15 Minutes.
Hello and welcome to Killing 15 Minutes, where we will give you your serial killer fix in 15 minutes or less, or your podcast is free. I'm Sam Rossi, and shortly I will be handing a poorly written synopsis of a serial killer to my brother, who hasn't read it, on a serial killer he's most likely hasn't heard of. This should be fun. Good luck, bro.
Wonder if they can hear Frankie.
I know, right?
Thanks, Sam. Wayne Boden was a serial killer in Canada between 1969 and 1971. Nicknamed the Vampire Rapist due to his biting of his victims' breasts. So you got me a vampire and a rapist this time.
Yes.
Is he? And he's not actually a vampire like those other fake vampires we've done. He just really liked nibbling on the tatas.
He likes to leave a little, yeah.
Actually, I swear I saw this on an episode of a show. I don't know if it was. It could have been FBI files, or it could have been just someone's.
No, it wouldn't be FBI. Well, maybe. If I remember this correctly, and it's been a while since I actually wrote this, if I remember correctly, the FBI does get involved. But go ahead, read more.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was born in 1948. He was born in 1948 in Dundas, Ontario. On October 3rd, 1969, Shirley Audit was found dead in her apartment in Montreal. She was found fully clothed, however she had been raped and strangled, with savage bite marks all along her breasts. With the lack of current forensics in 69, with no bloody tissue under her nails, it was theorized that she did not struggle. Audette's boyfriend was working the night shift, while Bowden met Audette outside the building. Michael Archibald? Or Campbell?
And it's Michelle.
Oh, I am so sorry. Michelle Archibald, I am so sorry for butchering that name, on November 23rd left work with a young man. She introduced him as Bill. Vampire Bill?
Vampire Bill.
When she didn't show up for work the following day, her boss and her landlady found Archambalds, or Campbells, whatever, I again apologize, body fully clothed on her couch. The room was tidy, but Bowden ripped her pantyhose and bra, raped her, and left bite marks along her breasts as well. The police found a crumpled photograph, and it was Archibald's father. However, cops ran it as if it was the suspect. Yeah, they found out later that they were wrong. Hindsight and everything. Brian Caulfield went to pick up his girlfriend Jean Way in her downtown Montreal apartment on January 7th, 1970. When his knocks went unanswered, he left and came back. When he came back, though, the door was unlocked. Her naked body was found on her bed. Her breast, though, had been unmarked. Bowden was probably in the middle of his attack when Caulfield came knocking originally. The autopsy this time found fibers under Way's nails, indicating a struggle. The publicity from these murders were at an all-time frenzy, causing Bowden to flee the city, and then mass hysteria kind of slowed down once the murders had stopped. In Calgary, Alberta, a high school teacher, Elizabeth Porteous, I assume, didn't show up to work on May 18th, 1971. Her apartment manager found her body on the bedroom floor. There were signs of a struggle. Porteous was raped and strangled. Her breast had been mutilated by bite marks. In the trashed room, they found a broken cufflink under her body. The investigation led back to Bill, a flashy guy who drove a blue Mercedes-Benz, which had... Maybe we will actually put that part.
I think we might have to now. I forgot he drove a Mercedes.
At the end of this, you will hear our sound check, which I did not know had to involve a Mercedes-Benz.
No, I forgot about that.
Which had a bull-shaped decal in the rear window. On May 19th, the blue Mercedes was parked near the murder scene. Bowden was arrested 30 minutes later when he walked to his car. He confirmed he moved from Montreal, yes, that he dated Portius, and that that was his cufflink. But no, he didn't kill her. She was fine when he left. Because that is how it always seems to go.
Always.
Oh, yes, I did everything except kill her.
Yeah.
And the bite marks, yeah, they're probably going to be matching my face. We liked it rough, but guess what? That does not mean that I killed her. Yes, I raped and strangled her, but that does not... Oh, wait. Oh, no! All right, I did it. I tells you. Please tell me he confesses, because that would just really make things work out for that joke.
I can't remember now.
Calgary police had that photo from Archibald's apartment, and Boden resembled the man. Then police looked to the bite marks. Gordon Swan was contacted to match the bite marks to Boden. Swan contacted the FBI, which sent him to an English orthodontist. He was able to get the information to forensically match Bowden's teeth with 29 markers to Portius's body. Here's where I might have heard about it. Bowden was the first person in North America to be convicted based on based on his teethy evidence. Orthodontological evidence. He was convicted for 4 murders, earning 4 consecutive life sentences. He started his sentence on February 16th, 1972. Bowden escaped from custody, however, while on a day pass. He was then found in a bar several days later using his American Express card. American Express.
Never leave home without it.
Bowden died from skin cancer on March 27th, 2006. That was fun! Now, we do these in batch records, and this is actually a batch record. This is the start of a new batch of batch records. So, we actually had a nice little break in between...
Notebooks,
because Sissy writes all this longhand. And maybe, just maybe one day, we'll put them up on, like, Patreon or as, like, an auction thing, because, I mean, they're not serial killer-like, but they're a little piece of neatness.
You can see how bad my handwriting is and all that stuff.
You, too, can do the home game of, what the fuck is the stoner writing? But anyways, so, Bowden, like I said, I think I've heard about him before, because I remember a bite mark thing. But it is on the fringes of my mind, so it's like, I remember the boob with the bite mark.
I think it was on Forensic Files.
Oh, it could have been Forensic Files. That makes more sense.
Because I remember it. And he contacted the FBI. The FBI sent him to this guy in England who had already previously done similar
bite mark
forensics.
Comparisons. Right.
And how to explain in the mundane what you're doing.
Right. And I assume like the 29 markers would be like incisor depth, like the depth of it.
Yeah.
Different, like, hey, you actually have a little bit of a chipped tooth here.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like my bite, like it's your standard.
What
your
makes
bite mark
your bite mark yours?
Yeah. And especially since he really went in there. He took a chunk, not literally, I don't think.
I don't know he mutilated them with the bite mark, so I would assume that there's a possibility chunks were taken out.
Now I'm about to be very insensitive. Do you think it's like biting into a water balloon?
No.
Like,
if that water balloon was mixture of sand and water, because you gotta
has to be actually
justify the fact.
I think it might be more like biting into the meaty part or the fatty part of like a T-bone or a ribeye.
Not a rib.
Not a ribeye, because that really doesn't have a lot of fat to it.
No, like a pig leg.
Oh, a pig leg. Oh, yeah, something that is like super.
The skin. It's the skin you got to go through. All right, now
is it just Is it just me that goes? That does not sound like a good. Like, I love fat.
It doesn't sound like a good time.
Obviously, and I know this is again the most morbidly stupid thing to talk about, but it's one of those things where it's like, how deep is the skin on a breast? Because yes, they're mammary glands; they are fatty tissue essentially.
But I don't know. There's like way more information than you are asking me for that I don't retain.
By the way, as this is the first batch record back, we are also cigarette-less. Sammy has to have a surgery on her shoulder, so she has to quit the smoking.
So my supportive brother is supporting me.
So, I'm sorry if we don't have our usual calm, cool, relaxed mood. The ADHD might be strong in this season, or this batch record, and I apologize. The weirdness might be ramped up because I'm trying to compensate. So, I also really like the fact that, like, I've always loved peripheral forensics. And I know that sounds like a weird way of phrasing it because it's not what it's called. They are just strictly forensics. But I love that, like, it's like blood splatter analysis. The bite mark analysis. You know what I mean? I get that, and this is where, again, we get to my weird mind, because I understand how those lay out. Me personally, I don't understand. What was that? What the Cadillac killer? The dude who kept driving around, getting women into his I think it was a Cadillac, but it had red fibrous.
That was Forensic Files.
No, I know this was Forensic Files, but I don't understand how they were able to take first, I don't understand how they find one single fucking red curlicue.
I don't understand how they find one single fiber. I never understand how they only find one.
Yeah, and that's what always gets me. I'm like, this is easy to understand. He took a bite out of this booby.
Yep, he left enough.
He left
a piece of him.
He left something that is very easy to go, this is you. It's sort of like DNA under the nails. It's sort of like fingerprints. This is you.
Yes.
And eventually we'll get to that guy. I know he was caught, but he raped and killed, 2 women, and then the third
4.
one was able to escape?
On what?
The chick who, the dude where they found one single solitary floorboard piece of the fiber of the mud flap, or what the hell's the thing for
it's the carpet.
Floor
carpet. Floor mat.
Yes. So what kind of floor mat are we using? Oh, we're using Wave. But anyways, we gotta cover him eventually. But I actually find it the only reason I think that he was the first is because while a lot of people, the first, that was found with orthodontological evidence, is less because, before that no one really, no one knew how to do it. Because I'm assuming that the dude in England wasn't just doing it on a theoretical.
No.
Because, bite comparison has been something used in zoological stuff for a very long time. Yeah, if this was a zoology 15 minutes, I know all that shit. But I think that it's... but at the same time, I think, even moving that, because... it's been used for zoology, and even hunters would know, this The gnaw on this is from a bear. Do they know the exact bear? No, but they don't have dental records for every... They might actually have dental records for every bear now.
It's a possibility.
But being able to move that over into forensics is actually something I really find interesting.
I don't know exactly how it went down with the dude in England. But I do know that the first guy, he was one of the guys that got the first guy convicted using mark evidence.
The first North American?
No, the first.
Oh, yeah, I would assume.
England.
Yeah, I would
first
assume
European.
So. What are you when you're in the bathroom?
European.
But anyways. But no, obviously, I'm assuming he was like the guy who's done it. But I'm assuming that similar forensic ideologies, even when they were alienists and not forensics, which is I need to look up the etymology on why forensics was called alienism, or like they were called people who were using their psychology and shit to figure out crimes were called alienists.
Because I don't fucking know.
See, that's what I said. I need to look up the etymology. Okay, so, what do you want to say about thank you for actually bringing me a somewhat vampiric rapist.
He just like biting women.
Yeah, but he wasn't a shoe gremlin, was he?
Wasn't a shoe gremlin. And you know what? I figured we would end up talking more about him getting caught using an Amex card.
Why? They don't exist anymore.
No, Amex still does.
Do they?
Yeah.
No, American Express. I have not seen an American. I worked retail.
Oh, that's because it's a bitch to get, but you can they still exist. They're high-end cards. They're not like Visa.
I don't believe you. Hold on.
But
we're gonna figure this out.
But Amex no longer gives is no longer the
Hey Google, does the American Express card still exist? Or you don't want to work for me. Fine, no one ever wants to.
Hey Siri, does American Express exist?
Here's an answer from Britannica. American Express Company, American financial corporation that primarily issues credit cards, processes payments, and provides travel-related services worldwide.
Does it exist? Also, I still don't like that you have a...
Hey Siri, can I get an American Express card?
Two of
You'll
them.
need to unlock your iPhone first.
You know what? Long story short, American Express is low on the list regardless. I assume it was bought up by like Chase or Wells Fargo or something.
No, Wells Fargo uses their Visa cards.
Do they?
They use Visa.
Everyone uses Visa now.
You get 4 choices: Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express. Those are the 4 choices on who are the main financial backers of the credit card system.
And I get that. But when was the last time you saw an American Express card?
My mother-in-law uses one.
So what you're saying is you already knew all of this and I'm just being a dick.
Bingo.
Because your mother-in-law uses one.
Yes.
How old's your mother-in-law, Sam?
I'm not telling her age.
How old's your wife, Sam?
I'm not that stupid.
She older or younger than our mother?
Do you even know how old our mother is?
Yes. She's turning 60 this year. In like 3 months. 2 months.
Yeah, okay.
Not 3 months. We're still in May.
Oh, that's true. All right.
So, final thoughts.
I got nothing.
My final thought is the biggest reason that, one would say that I'm being a little flippant on this is as standard as it gets when it comes to serial killer.
Yep.
This isn't super weird. This isn't, what's his dick? Injecting rabbit blood into his system.
Ah, yes. He mainlining rabbit blood. That would be Richard. That would be Richard Chase.
And it doesn't have the same, psychological little unless you left out like, oh, he thought he was the second coming of Jesus, so he thought he was a vampire or something like that. He heard zombie Jesus and he ran with it.
Yeah,
but
no.
And it wasn't that I have to kill him or the earthquakes will come if I don't kill these people.
Mullins.
Or give me your shoes.
Brutos.
But no, like, this was a sick mind. But, like, no one should ever do a rating system on, I give this guy 6 out of 10. Because, honestly, this dude would be like a solid 5 out of 10 if anyone ever did a real, let's rank these top murderers, My Yelp review for this guy.
He had a cool nickname. That's it.
The Vampire Rapist?
That was it.
I don't like that nickname. You know why?
Because he also killed his victims?
No. Because he could have actually been raping vampires. And with that, say goodnight, Sam.
Good night, Sam.
Good night, fellow viewers, listeners, whatever.
Later, y'all. This was taken for our mic check and given to you as a bonus feature at the end of this episode. Enjoy. Give it a 1, 2, testing. Okay.
Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Worked hard all my life.
No help from my friends. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz?
Killing 15 Minutes is hosted by Arthur Carey, with scripts written and researched by Sam Rossi. If you like this episode or want to stay updated on this series, consider following Killing 15 Minutes on Patreon or Retrostatic Radio on all major social media platforms. Good night and God bless.
You're watching Retrostatic Radio.
Wheel of Random is turn. Tell us the 15 minutes we shall learn.
I'm Sam Rossi, writer and co-host of Randomly 15 Minutes, where the Wheel of Randomness gives me the topic and I write about it.
I'm Megan Klodnicki, and I'm the host of Randomly 15 Minutes. I cold read what Sam writes and learn in real time about a random topic.
You can find us on all major podcast platforms and YouTube.
Follow us on Facebook at Randomly 15 Minutes to get more random facts.